Peace, this is Tori Thompson, aka Oya Sunshine, and welcome to my home. Uh, I have been really enjoying the process of going through the I Got the Last Word competition. This has been a chance for me to get back into doing what I love, which is writing and performing. A little history with me. I've been writing since I was a little kid. I've been a performance poet since I was about 15 years old. When I was in undergrad, I founded a poetry organization called Outspoken at Jackson State University, HBCUs, what's up. For the past decade-ish, I've been working in the arts as a music teacher within the public school system in Phoenix, Arizona. I've dibbled and dabbled in the poetry scene here, so I've been to some of the open mics. I'm a member of a poet collective called Drop Squad, which is about 4 or 5 of us who are poets and musicians, and we perform in different places in and around the valley. Music and poetry and writing has always been just this very important, integral part of my life. I think everybody has a story to tell, and it's up to us to write them down because nobody can tell your story as well as you can. I am originally from Toledo, Ohio, youngest of 5 kids, auntie of 30 nieces and nephews. So I grew up in a really big family, and music was a big thing for all of us. My hometown's about 30 minutes from Detroit, so you know, Motown had a huge influence. Lots of my family members are in the arts. So my mother, she played violin. One of my sisters plays flute. The other sister played violin. I got 2 uncles who drum, a cousin who drum. Like, just everybody always had that artistic vibe around them. And a lot of the kids in my neighborhood, they were into the arts too. And so it was just the absorption of all of this creative energy in my youth that pushed me on to just need that as I was an adult. And I just always found a way to find wherever the vibe was and surround myself with people like that. This competition, like I said, it's been a jump start for me because I had took a little bit of a hiatus. I've been more focused on my teaching career. I'm a folk song specialist, so I've taken a few years to get certified in folk song teaching methodology and studying different cultures around the world and how to teach children music from the perspective of their own culture's music, which is storytelling of sorts. But I had took a step back from performance poetry to focus on that, and a friend told me about this competition and was like, yo, there's some cool people out here, this could be an opportunity and whatever. I'm like, okay, I'll try it, we'll see. I was a little late getting all my paperwork in and all that stuff, so I didn't even know if they was gonna let me do it, but I was, it's been good. It's been really interesting to see so many versatile styles of poetry. So there have been people in the competition who I can tell that what they're writing isn't so much meant to be performed, it's meant to be read, and that's its own skill. And then there's some people who are just very dramatic and animated, and that's its own skill. And there's some people who can come off with shit off the, they can come off with things on the fly, and that's its own skill. And it's just been like an iron sharpening iron thing. It's competition, but it's not, because we've all been building and sharpening each other as we've been going through the competition. Y'all don't see what goes on backstage, hear the conversations that we have amongst each other as to what inspired us to write, or what experiences we have, or how we individually go through our creative processes. And sometimes we have freestyle sessions in the back, or just like listen to people cipher, talking about our day and making little joke poems about that. It's been really cool. No antagonism, just a collective of artists. I've made some new friends through this. The 5-word challenge, that seems to be the thing that most of the competitors were worried about, but that was the one thing that I felt most comfortable with, because I'm a writer. I consider myself a writer before I consider myself a performer. You feel me? So my claim to fame amongst anybody who I deal with is I can't freestyle, but if you give me a pencil, paper, in 5 minutes, I can write something dope for you. So when I found out, when they was telling us like, yeah, the last part of your competition, we're just gonna give you 5 words. I'm like, bet. So no matter what else I done messed up during this competition, if I done stumbled over my words, if I said something that was corny and they wasn't really feeling it, this little 5-word challenge, I'm gonna be able to be nice with that.
This is my Don declaration.